Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A shotgun handoff. This is Abdullah. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. First carry now for Alexander Madison. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tackle. Check. Switch.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Cousins. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Terrell Suggs in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Following the sack, they go from the 13 on 3rd and goal.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game.
Check three. Kill.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
22, Jet, bomber. 22, Jet, bomber.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Coming for you. Get out of that.
On the toss, here's Johnson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
We go to work. Check.
He's coming. We got double up.
Check 99. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He finds his target, Fuller. That one good for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Murray now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Watch twist.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona 1st.
A gain of 12. And the Cardinals 1st down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
bring the mirrors back and go full street.
Check. Under 10, 10. Go. 31, check 31.
Murray now on first down. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far. But 2nd and 13 here.
Let's get off the field.
49, check 49, check 49.
Jam. Hey, switch gears.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph. 52 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Abdullah. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
To Hunt.
58's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Amir Abdullah, past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Amir Abdullah, 67 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Switch. Showing it.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Yo. Hey, check motion. Go. Right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on first and goal of the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Second and goal from the 1.
Mike, 54.
I got you. Watch safety creeping.
To Johnson again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? Third and goal.
Shift. Check your hot read. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3.
Check 4. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Let him know. Joker. Mike's 5-4. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Mike's 54. Come to ball.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's going to be a long. Go. It's going to be a long.
Back near the goal line, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
It's a gain of 18. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10. 22-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. It's our field.
On play action, Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That was the corner, Robert Alford with a sack.
Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wild card matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wild card bout. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
going to do that. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Pick the edge.
Murray now. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up 3rd down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to 3rd down and making a play there.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
I'm coming. 36. Check. Mike 55.
It's our time.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Here we go again.
And an alley to run. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go!
At their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Get in the way.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. It's complete. Abdullah. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Running the jet sweep, this is Thielen with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Better bring it.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Y'all not ready?
Bang, 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 bang.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emerson Griffin picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Murray now to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back in his own 3-yard line. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st down, Abdullah. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. Going
on the ground with Madison. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Gonna run with Madison again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision